day, and welcome down the beach again. We're on Seaford Beach, but we're at the far western end of the beach at Tidemills today, just for something different. Just got myself tackled up, haven't got a rod out in the water yet. Just want to talk about my rig. We're going to get this out in the water, and then we're going to do a bit of casting with that Akios reel, which I think is going to be quite exciting. Let's have a look at this first. Let's put that away. So what I'm fishing with is I'm fishing with a 2-hook pennel onto gripper leads. So I've got a Gemini clip at the bottom there as the hook release, then a cascade swivel above that. Okay, and the top hook is clipped into the cascade swivel. That clips in. I'm using size 1/0 circle hooks because the target species today is plaice, and plaice are renowned for swallowing the hook. So what I'm hoping is the circle hooks will prevent that happening. Each of the baits have got some bead and a bit of a flash above them. Okay, and then the final part of my equipment, something that's out of the ordinary, is we've got a camera. So we're going to have a go filming this, the underwater view of the bait in the water. Might not work, it might not make the final cut, but we're going to give it a go, so why not? It came out pretty well. The reason I did this was on my last video, when I was using cast cam, I was surprised at how clear it was on the bottom. So we'll give it a go. It's a bit deeper now, the tide's almost in, so it might be that on the bottom it's too dark to film, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. So we're going to whack that out and see what's happening. So let's get that filming. So the camera's turned on. So let's get it recording. I'll find the button. And it's recording. So let's give it a go. I walked over there so you can see the cast. Hopefully you'll see this go out. I'm only going to lob this out so it's just beyond the shingle. I don't want it too far out. Because, let's say, deep water will be too dark. The Akios Shuttle 656 SCM mounted on a rod. Sexy machine, sexy silver machine. So let's give that a couple of gentle casts and then build it up and see if I can get some full pendis out of it. I'm quite looking forward to casting this reel. As I explained on the short that I did about it, it's got 2 types of brakes in it. It's got a centrifugal brake for the initial part of the cast and magnetic brakes that kick in towards the end of the cast, which help prevent overruns. So we'll see how it goes. So I've got a 5-ounce lead on the end of this. I'm using my Pendletech, my Ziplex Pendletech Pro-Am Match rod, which was rebuilt for me by Matt. And he's got my 2.5 at the moment, my 2500, which he's rebuilding, and hopefully that will have a reappearance on the beach soon. Can't wait to give it a try. But yeah, sexy silver machine. Oh, can't wait, can't wait. So I'm loving that. The first cast, I actually had the brakes wound all the way off, and it fluffed up a little bit at the end. Second cast, no, perfection. Give it one more off the ground, and then we might wind up the pendulums. Okay, but let's see how that goes. So let's have a go with a couple of pendulum swings on this. Really is lovely, I have to say. Very pleased with that wheel. I don't know how crisp proof it's going to be. I don't know how CJ proof it's going to be. Shiny surfaces. But certainly casting well. That wheel is lovely. So let's cast out the Akios with a bait on it. Just a single hook, single paternoster, spring at the top of the snood, or at the rig to keep tension on, and actually I had to put a second clip on there just to make that a little bit longer to adjust that. Single bait, one black lugworm, and we'll pinch that down with beads so that it's nice and tight on the hook, and then we'll blast this out, see how far we can get it out. And I'm using the Trident kicker, which is a new thing from Trident, which seemed to work quite well. So we've got some beads on there, a bit of luminous, black and green is the classic place to be. Not a good cast. So Tidemills, as I say, we're at the eastern end of Seaford Beach. Debatable whether I'm in New Haven here or Seaford, to be honest. I guess the river's the divider, but or Bishopstone maybe. As you can see, they are rebuilding the beach. They do this every year. Basically, the shingle erodes. The shingle drifts east, but it also drifts west. So they've got a dearth of shingle this end as well. So they're going to move it and put it back in the middle. Thank God it's here, that's all I can say, because I know that in 1987, the storm in 87, the real big storm, came just after the shingle was put in. And had it not been here, I think Seaford would have been a wet mark on the map. Not such a great day today. It's not as cold as I thought it was, but then I am quite well wrapped up. But yeah, you think we were down here last week and it was like a spring morning. Feels more, and that was in February. Now feels a bit more like a February morning in March. But hey, whatever. Spring is on its way, as they say. And left-hand rod, it's got a single bait on it. It's got the Akios Shuttle 656 SCM, sexy casting machine, on with monofill, and then the right hand rod has got a pen battle with braid on it. So it's a bit of a trade-off between multiplier and fixed spool, braid and monofill. So let's see how we do. And it will be really good to catch a fish on that right hand rod and film the fish, the moment of capture, because there is a camera down there as well. So, just going to walk down the Shingler Ways. There's a guy fishing down here. I think he fishes it a lot, so I'm going to go and get some local knowledge to see what he's doing and how much luck he's had this year so far. I don't know if he's going to want to be on video or not, so I won't film him until I've had that permission. But yeah. Now Tidemills is the one end of the beach that actually does uncover the sand when the tide goes out, and you can dig worms down here, albeit there's a lot of stones in the mud, so it's very difficult to pump. But from this time of the year, get a push net and go for shrimps. A lot of shrimps here. Okay, so I've walked down here to join Ernest, who's fishing. He has fished here a few times. Certainly had bass and plaice here last year. Yeah. Yeah. Fished it here this year or not?
No, this first time this year.
First time.
Again,
yeah. I mean, I fished Seaford Beach a couple of times this year. Not had a great deal of joy actually. A lot of plaice showing up in Eastbourne, but it's not my local beach, so you can't go there really. This is my local beach, so yeah. Well, anyway, so I hope you have some success, mate.
Thank you very much.
If you get one, give us a shout. I'll come over and I'll put it on. It'll be on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay. Cheers, Ernest. See you again, mate. Whoosh.
Take care.
Yeah. Cheers. Well, he's a nice guy. He's going to subscribe to the channel, hopefully, and maybe meet him again. If he catches anything, I'll run down the beach and get it on film. Let's go and wind in the rig with a camera on it. It's been out there a little while, had a couple of hooks. Not really been watching the fight. But let's wind it in, see one, if the camera survives, and two, if we've got any bait left by the fish. So we've got 2 rods out fishing. No interest at the moment. Camera's working, or it did when I wound it in, which is good. Going to bait up. We'll have certainly quick changeovers. So we've got Gemini hook release, Gemini wire grip breakaway lead, 5 ounce. And it's going up to the top swivel, 2 hooks, 2 snoods, both with plenty of beads and a bit of bling on there, place attractors. Bring this stop knot down. Okay, and we'll bake those up and have that ready when I wind that rod in, which I will do shortly. A little knocking on that right left hand rod, but that might be the wind. So that's what we're doing. We're on the beach and we're fishing. So we've got this little baiting table, which is all part of that Innova. I'll put the name of it, it's gone out of my head. Nice little black rug on there, you can see. It's been wrapped up in paper in a fridge for some time, but it's still alive. And then we're just going to feed this into the hook. We're using circle hooks. The idea being that hopefully a place will swallow that down and then spit it out and hook itself on the way out. That's the plan anyway. Hook. Got the juicy end of the worm at the hook end. Got nice bright yellow beads, gold, bit of bling on there. It's going to flutter in the tide just like you see it doing there. Pull the stop lock down just to keep it roughly in place, but we don't want it so tight that the blade's not fluttering. So we've got it mounted on there, so the stop knot has been pulled down, but we've got a little bit of slack so that this blade flutters in the tide. We've got the worm all the way on the hook, and then we're going to clip that into Gemini clip, and we're ready to go. So we've got 2 rigs baited up, pre-baited, ready to go. One with 2 hooks on, one with 1 hook on, all with beads and fluttery silvery bits. There's a place attractor. Going to wind in the first of these rods, see if we had any activity, change the baits over, and carry on fishing. And the sun's coming out a little bit. Would you believe? Look at that. Well, the one good thing about fishing during the day, well, there's a lot of good things about fishing in the day. One, it's daylight, not messing around with lights. But the other thing about it is it's not frantic fishing at the moment. If we catch a place, great. If we don't, it'll be blank, kind of to be expected. Apparently there was a lot of gill nets out here last couple of days. Can't see any now, but it's not mean to say that they haven't sort of swept this area clear. But it does mean, because things aren't mad, and because I'm not doing loads of casting and loads of videoing, etc., I can have a cup of tea. So we're going to have a cup of tea. And of course, you know what will happen, as soon as I pour this cup of tea, I'll probably get a bite. Because that's sod's law, isn't it? So anyway, cheers. I'm going to do little lives in a minute, just because I can, just to test it out. Using the phone, not using any fancy gear, because the fancy gear has gone back to America to be replaced or repaired, or I get my money back because actually it wasn't great. But yeah, we're going to have a little live on the phone, just see what happens, see if I can do it. Just looking around here, we've got a new arrival in New Haven. We've got that survey rig is back. Obviously parks up here in New Haven. Now either it's part and parcel of the next phase of the wind farm, I don't know. But it came past a couple of days ago. And now it's firmly marked. In the spot that I was showing you for fishing from the car park. So unfortunately that marker's gone now. It's got that in front of it. But you still can fish from the car park, and you can fish from in front of the pub, the Hope, a little bit further down as well. I think it's called the Hope. I'll confirm that. Into the estuary. There's plenty of people fishing out on the end of the east arm there. Apparently they've been catching plaice off there. That's better. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Now, as usual, I've forgotten something. I forgot to bring my wireless mics, so I'm using the microphone on the camera. It's a bit of an experiment, see if that works. The sound might be dreadful. It might be that I'm going to have to overdub the whole thing. Well, I don't know if anybody's seeing this, but I'm on the beach, I'm fishing, and I've gone live. I've actually got a bite, so let's wind this rod in, see if it's still there. It could be that I have saved the blank. Let's have a look. It wasn't a major bite, but it could be a taste. It could be.
Just never let it end. Walking through the snow when you're taking my hand. All of those late nights on your couch when we just talked until midnight. I just wish I could freeze this moment, babe. Weeks and months and years they pass, and I knew it wouldn't last. When tears streamed down my face, my mama said, all the nights that end in heartbreak gonna pay off someday. And the pain that you're feeling gradually fades away. 'Cause growing up, falling in love, giving your all might not be enough. Just trust your head and your heart, that's what my mama said. Weeks and months and years they pass. Then I found someone I knew I'd last. Just like my mama said.
Yoo-hoo! Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty.